In this video, guys, we're going to look at warning to day traders. Your risk is way higher than you think. Stay tuned. Hey traders, warm welcome to you. So I want to warn day traders out there, some hidden risk that you perhaps don't realize you're taking. If you're experienced, you're going to know these already. If you're new to trading and if you're just getting into it, you're kind of day trading, you're trading away, and you think, you know what, day trading's pretty good because I can control my risk. I don't have to take home any overnight risk. I kind of get in the morning, I eat what I kill kind of thing. And that makes a lot of sense. And there's a lot of reasons that day trading is very, very good. And I'm a big fan of day trading. And a lot of people aren't, but I'm a big fan of it. Under the right conditions, with the right environment and the right support and the right mindset and approach and funding. Day trading is fantastic, guys. It's absolutely fantastic. However, don't be fooled into thinking it's less risky than perhaps swing trading because you're not holding overnight. Because that's the logical approach. And that's true. You haven't got the gap risk. Hold a stock, it hits earnings, bad news on it, goes down 20%, you get wiped out on this, that, the other. Yes, however, there's some hidden risks there that you might not be aware of. The first thing is you're risking more per month than you realize. So what do I mean by this? So basically mean that, hey, as a swing trader, you might say, you know what, I'm allocating X thousand or X 100,000 or X £100, whatever order of magnitude you're trading at, to risk in the month. So I'm never going to lose more than X per month. And you probably break that down into the number of trades you take. Maybe take 5 trades a month, 10 trades, 20 trades, 30 trades, whatever it may be. But you kind of break it down and go, well, worst case scenario, I'm going to be down this. Whereas the day trader, we tend to risk do a risk per trade and say, oh, I'm going to risk a couple of $100 per trade or whatever that may be, but we don't extrapolate that out worst case scenario over the month and go, well, actually I'm doing 5 trades a day at $250 risk per trade, $1,250 a day risk if I do 5 days, and oh, I don't like it. If I have 2 bad weeks, that's going to put me down way more. So just spend a little bit of time understanding where your true risk is and extrapolating out how much you could feasibly be down on the month so it doesn't surprise you. It's not a case of whether it's right or wrong to be down that amount. What's more important, guys, is that it doesn't catch you out. You're not at the end of the month going, I'm down 5 grand. Can't believe I'm down 5 grand. How am I down 5 grand? Well, actually, if you did the maths, you worked out your performance was poor. That's perfectly feasible. In actual fact, you probably could have been down 10, but you know, so kind of extrapolate things out so it doesn't catch you by surprise. You go, well, you know, I'm risking $200 per trade. I feel like I'm being prudent here with my risk. Well, actually, no, because the amount of trades you're doing as a day trader actually means you're risking way more per day than perhaps if you were swing trading. You know, you might be risking 5 grand a week effectively. If you're a swing trader, you'd be like, I'm not going to risk 5 grand per trade. I'm doing 1 trade a week. I'd be like risking 5 grand per trade. Wow. And I know there's a slight difference with your edge and expectancy and what have you. However, still be mindful that it can add up. Second thing is you're exchanging time for money. Nothing wrong with that. If you're a day trader, you're making good money, then great. You know, you could just treat it as if it's another job. However, don't forget the opportunity cost. You know, as a day trader, you are, if you're sitting in front of the screen for 8 hours a day, you could be doing something else for 8 hours. You could be doing another job, you could be doing some consulting, you could be running a business. There's other things you could do that could perhaps make you 100 grand a year, 50 grand a year, 200 grand a year, 20, whatever it is, it doesn't even matter. The point is that could be opportunity cost. So you've got to be aware that you're actually taking a lot more risk on, and you need to be compensated more for sitting in front of the screen because you could be doing something else at that time, even if it is, you know, a small consulting deal, or even if it is, maybe it's not even working, maybe it's educating yourself or learning or something. You know, you're using that time, and as a swing trader, the time is far, far less because you're just analyzing the market, you're taking your trades and you're letting it mature. There's nothing wrong that, you know, there's pros and cons to both. I'm not saying you should be one or the other, but just be mindful that that is a cost. There's a hidden risk in there that perhaps you don't realize when you're sitting there in front of the screens all day long. And the third thing, guys, is you're way more vulnerable to negative emotions. This is absolutely 100% true. If you day traded for a while, you'll know that it exaggerates your emotions. You know, it's like a poker jabbing you. If you feel bad about the markets, you know, especially in day trading, you lose again, you kind of have, it just gets stopped out by a tick, you just miss a fill. Man, it's a real stab in intraday. Whereas if you're swing trading, even though it's still frustrating, we're still human beings, we still get upset and annoyed and frustrated by things, it's not the same impact potentially as day trading, because it can be multiple stabs and multiple hits in the day and you like feel awful in this. So be mindful mindful that there's a hidden risk there, guys, that you're way more vulnerable to negative emotions. So if you feel that you're an emotional trader, you're an emotional person, you feel that you're vulnerable to excessive frustration or anger and stuff, you know, maybe day trading isn't right. If you feel like you can handle it, you feel like you got a good deal on it, then great, go ahead. But just be mindful that there's a higher risk to doing that, and that actually means that you could potentially go on tilt. And trading on tilt means you're trading angrily, I want to get my money back, like this. Whereas swing traders are slightly less vulnerable to that, or slightly less susceptible to that, just because of the nature of the impact of the trades having on their P&L. It's not the frequency, it's not the same thing all the time. So be mindful of that one. Last one, guys, is you can get too consumed in trading, creating a poor mindset. So you can be so focused intraday trading that you're literally pegging your identity on what you're doing each trade, that you lose the professional's mindset. And yes, I'm not saying you can't do this, and of course, many day traders out there are still trading professionally and doing it the right way, but most of them will have other things outside of the markets. Most of them will be taking things in their stride. The danger you have is you become so consumed because you're literally consuming price, charts, movements, markets, news, this all the time, that becomes your life. And then if you're having a drawdown, you're having a difficult time, it can be challenging and difficult to pull yourself up. If you're swing trading, section of the time is for trading the market, section of the time is for this, section of the time is for that. It becomes a little bit more balanced, and if you're having a rough time in the markets, the other thing is going to take up the slack a little bit, you don't feel so bad about it. So just be mindful that you can become too consumed in it, and it kind of goes hand in hand with this actually, that if you're too consumed in it, you can start to trade on tilt, you can start to trade with really bad discipline, get emotional, all these other things which just aren't conducive to long-term success. So guys, those are some warnings for day traders. Your risk is higher than you think, and these are some of the reasons why. If you've got any more, stick in the comment section below. Otherwise, take care. Please get your risk managed, guys. See you next one. Take care. Bye-bye.